Hey guys, we just got finished our snowbird trip, just visiting my sister in Victoria, BC, and there was a package waiting for me that had been shipped from Hong Kong for me. It's another one of these Haloview wireless backup cameras. If you remember, in the fall I installed their model, I think it was MC5111, and used it for the trip south, the 6-month trip south. I had an install video and a review video and even an updated review video after I'd used it a few months, and I'm really pleased with the camera. It worked really well the whole trip, no glitching or anything, good solid display, and I like the fact that it recorded the footage back there. I even used the recorded footage in a few of my videos. Anyway, they offered to send me their newest model, which is similar to the old model, but it has a few different mounting options, and it's smaller. The display for the vehicle, the one I had is a 7-inch display. This one comes with a 5-inch display, and it also comes with a license plate mount and a mount for those Furrion cameras. A lot of people have trailers with the Furrion mount on the back. I think I'm saying Furrion right. Anyway, let's this video I'm just going to kind of pull the thing out of the box and show you all the bits and pieces you get, and maybe we'll just fire up the display to get a quick look, see if it's as good as the other one, and then later on, after I've used this for a little while, I'll come back with a full review and some of the install options. Okay, quite a few pieces came out of that box. We got our owner's manual and our specs on the display and the camera, bunch of mounting screws and hardware, sunshade for the display, and then a couple different mounts for the display. The display would go on there. You could suction cup it to the windshield, or there's a mounting bracket so you can permanently mount it somewhere in the vehicle, maybe up in the top by the visors. And then we also have a license plate mount for the camera. Here's the camera. There's the power supply for the camera. So it looks like you have to find 12 volts to power the camera. A lot of people use their marker lights at the back of the trailer. And here's a little camera. It's a metal case. Feels pretty hefty. So I guess this is what they call the mounting for the Furrion mounts on the back. I don't have it on my trailer. A couple different ways it can change angle there. And you got some LEDs for night vision. And we got antennas, so we got an antenna for the camera and an antenna for the display. And here's the display, so it looks identical to my 7-inch display, but it's a lot smaller, which is nice. It's a 5-inch display. I found the 7-inch display was nice to have, but it kind of is overwhelming sitting on the dash there, so it'd be nice to go to a bit of a smaller display. And we got some wiring to power the display. And it's a hookup wire, and this plugs into a cigarette lighter socket. Not exactly sure what that wire's about. It's got a little 3.5 millimeter, sound like an audio jack. To look at that. So there you go. There's all the stuff you get in this package. And so let's try hooking up the camera and the display, just using some power in the rig here. We'll just get a look at what the quality looks like on the picture there. One other optional accessory they included in the box is this extension antenna and mount. You can see this is a magnetic mount. So you can mount this somewhere. Let's say you have a really long RV, you can mount this closer to the truck and then use this, I think it's a 16-foot extension, and then you put that up there, and if you're having any problems with disconnect because of the sheer length of the RV, then that really helps out. I'll link to a video I did, a test when I was down in the desert. I tested the previous one. I had one of these to test, and I drove the truck, drove hundreds and hundreds of yards away, and I was still picking up a good signal. So I tested that they do work pretty well, but I found I didn't need it for my rig. We're about 45 feet total length. The trailer is around 30 feet, and I didn't get any problems with a poor wireless connection at all. It always was solid on my travels. Here we go. So I have the display plugged into my 12-volt cigarette lighter receptacle in the RV. And get a little test bed set up over here on the table. I have the camera pointed out into the neighbor's yard there, using my Lensun solar generator box to power everything here. One use I found for it is doing some testing. So here's the 5-inch display, and that's the picture on it. Looks pretty good. Looks as good as my 7-inch display, so I'm happy with that. I was really impressed with the contrast and the brightness of the Haloview displays. Like I had before, I had those Taddy Brother displays, and they were okay, but they weren't really nice and sharp like this. This one's also able to record like my 7-inch one, so that's nice. That was a really great feature. And we'll just compare it with my 7-inch. I have it on the RV here, so I'll just power on its display. Oops. There we go. So it's pointed out the back. That's actually one of those cargo containers that my brother-in-law's got in his driveway. Anyway, there we go. So very comparable, but you can see how much smaller this 5-inch display is versus this one. So this one's good on the dash. It's a nice big display, but it does take up a lot of room, and it's so big I wasn't really able to mount it up in the headliner of my new truck. It was just too massive. It sat above the mirror, block things. So might be able to have this one. Gives me a little bit more of mounting options in the truck, so I think I might switch over to this. But anyway, I'll go through all the menuing here and learn all the features over the course of the next couple weeks. And also we're going up island. I got about a 150-mile trip up to our summer RV park, so I'll hook it up to the rig and give it a test going through the cities and along the country and see if it performs as good as this one. If you want any more information on the Haloview, I'll have a link to my reviews on this one, because they're going to be pretty similar. There's probably a few different features in this compared to this in the menuing and that, but I think they're pretty comparable. So stay tuned for that. Till next time, Ray from loveyourrv.com. Happy trails, folks. Cheers.